I've spoken a lot last couple of games about perhaps Arsenal having a bit of a susceptibility to pace, fast attacks, counters. United started Melvin Mallard and Leo Gorton up front, so they clearly felt that as well. But maybe the first 15-20 minutes Arsenal did look a bit vulnerable to that, but then after that stabilised. Did you make a kind of a tweak or an adjustment, or was that just Arsenal growing into the game?
We didn't make changes in game after those 15-20 minutes from a defensive perspective. But ahead of the game, we've been very clear with the details we need to work on to be able to defend space and behind our back line better as a team. And so I'm happy we show a much better version of ourselves. And it's often about basics and communication. And that was much better today. So a lot of investment from the players in this process the last couple of days. So I'm happy it got rewarded.
And I appreciate you might not be quite in season review mode yet, but it's the third 4-3 win in the WSL this season. It's been a 5-2 defeat, a 4-2 defeat, 5-2 defeat in the Champions League, which I know you weren't in charge for. But as you review the season, is maybe a priority for next season getting rid of some of those kind of basketball games and exerting some control?
Absolutely, and so that will be part of it. And it's also the type of games, the timing in season that I think we're going to review as well. So so I think the last two there's some timing to it, and but I'm so happy that we come back, and there will be, like, I can't give you too much detail now, so there will be a big review post season. But I respect your question, and next time we see each other, I might have a more detailed answer. Thanks, Tim.
Sonia.
Hi, obviously, Chloe Kelly had a good game today with a goal and assist. I just wanted to ask you about her contributions overall in the last few months.
She's made a very positive impact for us. You see it on the pitch in games, but we see it in training as well. So we're really happy with Chloe, and as we are with many other players as well, because if the whole team is doing well, then individuals can do well within the team, and that's not only in games how we set each other up, but it's also everything we do during the week in trainings and meetings and all other parts that are part of being a football player and a football team. So yes, we're really happy with her, but I just want to go back to everything is a team effort.
And is there any, obviously, I don't think there's any decision been made on whether she'll be here next year, but would you like to see her here?
Well, I think everyone sees that she's being very positive for us, and I'm very happy with her as well. Thank you.
Yes, yesterday in the press conference, you said about trying to get momentum before the Barca game, and I mean that's what you got today. It was a roller coaster for us watching as well, but it was real momentum. Did you sort of feel that? You need to press so high, so bravely throughout the whole game?
Yeah, so and we wanted to create momentum for ourselves for now and moving forward, but we also wanted to create momentum in the game. And we knew that United was going to challenge us, because Villa and Brighton challenged us with a player-for-player press, and we knew that United does that as well, with the intensity and quality that they can bring. It was a huge challenge for us as a team, coming back from the last two games. So that's why I'm happy that we dealt with it much better today. And in the game, as it's played today, I think we had really good spells of control, and we could have controlled the game even more, I think, in phases, especially on the attacking half. But it is, when opposition plays like this, it's like the Juventus game in the Champions League, the Juventus away game. If opposition plays like this, you'll have to accept that at some point as well and play the game that's in front of you. And I think we did that much better than the last two games. So it's about more looking further away, protecting the ball, supporting, win duels, second balls. The ball is more in the air, and handling those moments better. I think we did that, and we played the game that was in front of us. And then us managing momentum in game was on a much higher level this game as well. So we stayed much more leveled, task focused. We scored an early goal, but then they challenged us with the 1-1. It could have caught us and got us emotional, but it didn't. We just we stayed very focused on the task. We stayed very connected. We kept on communicating, and that was on a really high level today.
You mentioned emotion there, and yesterday in the press conference, again, you said about how you've sort of trained yourself to regulate your emotions through different techniques and mindfulness and all. And I wondered how, if you could describe how calm you felt when Man United came back to 4-3.
No, I didn't feel calm. No, but no, I didn't. So, but in that moment, but then quickly after, then you go like, okay, we need to have a look at what we need to do to manage out this game and create momentum back to ourselves. Or if that's not possible because of their pressure now, and they go all in and they had nothing to lose because they wanted to go for the win, then we need to manage this phase of the game. And that's why we had really constructive discussions down the sidelines. So it's not only about me, but we have other staff members as well. So playing to our strengths. And then I think we had effective messaging to the players coming onto the pitch as well. They had all the plans for the different scenarios that we could potentially use, and they did that really well.
Mark Skinner described it as 11 minutes of madness, but I think it was 45 minutes of madness, that second half basically. Actually, it wasn't 45 because it went on to how much extra time?
52, 7 minutes extra.
That's a lot of...
Yeah, no, it was, and we, of course, we want to control the game better, but also in these games, like I just mentioned, play the game that's in front of you. When opposition plays like this, there's so many opportunities to take as well if you beat the system. And I think we were effective with that in a block in the second half, which gave us the goals as well. So we used those moments, but then I think finding the balance of also controlling the game. But again, if opposition plays like this, the game looks like this. And ahead of Juventus, we said this is going to be rock and roll football. And I think that's what happens against these systems. And I think that's what happened today as well, spells of the game. But again, if we can play them low and control the game a little bit longer in the attacking half, that's what we could have done a little bit better today.
Good luck preparing for Barcelona.
Thank you very much.
A couple more, Jamie.
Hi Renee, I just want to ask how you assessed the midfield battle today, because it felt like Kim and Mariona were fantastic. Liz and Olsen comes on and it kind of evens out a little bit. Just how did you see the midfield battle go?
Yeah, we knew that they are a physical team. They don't mind being direct and supporting underneath and second balls. And I think our midfield did really well. And they battled for everything and they tried to get under your skin. But again, then I think we stayed so leveled and we're very task focused and in the present and reading things early. And that's, I think, what's key in these kinds of games. So they did that really well, as the rest of the team, because all lines need to work together to keep the team compact and come back down. So it wasn't only in the midfield, but also the support from underneath and the support from the highest line as well.
Alessia Russo now confirmed joint golden boot with Bunny Shaw after a season where first 8 games she hadn't hit the score sheet yet. You came in and there was an uptick in form. Just how proud of you are Alessia are you, and what have you seen those kind of mental barriers she overcame?
I'm happy that she got rewarded for all the work that she does day in, day out, and the team as well. So it's not only, if you look at Alessia, it's not only the scoring contribution, but she contributes in so many ways to the team on and off the pitch. And it's a privilege to work with these players, and Alessia is definitely one of them. Thanks.
Tina?
Hi Renee, what a lovely way to end the WSL season. It's great weather as well. How much will this win, the mentality of the team, how much will it affect going into the Champions League game?
So the momentum that we create and finding ways to win, that was very important today. But we also understand that Barcelona is going to be a totally different game. They have a different style of play, so that they will challenge us in different ways. But of course, us seeing and getting on the score sheets, us showing ourselves that we are very capable of scoring goals. So that's something we got confirmed today again. But yeah, again, so Barcelona will ask us different questions, so we'll prepare for that game. But I'm happy with some things and finding ways to win today.
And of course, you spoke about the mentality of the team, but how do you feel personally going into arguably probably the biggest game of your career?
Yeah, so all my energy went into this game because it was crucial for us after the last 2 games and preparing into the next one. So I haven't been thinking about it too much, but of course I am very proud that we put ourselves into this position, and there's not a lot of players or people around sporting teams, working around teams that can say, hey, I've been in a Champions League final. It's the ultimate for every single player and staff member. So we're very proud, and I'm very proud as well. So I'm going to enjoy it, and we're going to show a lot of respect because Barcelona is a very good footballing team, and we'll be humble. But we also we aren't there just to participate, so we'll go there to win.
Thank you, Renee.
Thank you.
There, guys. Thank you.